You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Baby girl, what's your baby girl? I always wanted somebody to call me baby girl. How do I get somebody to call me baby girl?
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
No.
Is that sexy?
It's like a southern thing, I think.
I feel like it's like I think it's what the side men call you. Princess and baby girl and things like that.
Get over here, baby girl.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. They call you gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music, more hip hop, more vibes, all of the things. The soundtrack to Boston, the soundtrack to fun, and the soundtrack to community.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Wow.
How y'all like that?
Very nice.
You like that? All right. That's what I made up just now. This is Saucy, Hot Sauce and Friends. Hot Sauce and her homies. Hot sauce in the morning. Hot sauce on your eggs. And I'm joined here with my friend Tristan and my sister, Miss Tony. And we in the building.
We here.
And it's Friday.
We inside.
On a Friday. It is, I woke up this morning very excited that it was Friday.
Yes.
Because I was like, the week is over. Yes. Okay.
Was it a
fine.
long week?
It was. It wasn't
was.
a long week, but it was not a short week either.
I am counting down the days until school is over. I'm so excited for school to be over. Oh, I'm excited for school to be over.
I'm the complete opposite because then I gotta find something. My routine changes. Just wake up, put them on the bus, go away, go to school, please, out of my face structure. I want you out. In the morning, I believe all households with children are just chaotic in the morning.
Yeah.
Because this is the challenge. You need them to do what you need them to do, but they can't hear. Neither can they comprehend. So you don't want to start your morning out screaming at the top of your lungs and messing up everybody else's day, but you do need them to get dressed so you can get them out of your face. So it's a struggle between chaos and trying not to be chaotic.
I started this morning and I was like, I'm not gonna yell. And within 7 minutes, so I had to say to him this morning, I said, listen, let me tell you something. Next week is the last week of school. It is the last week of school. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Already?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah, they end
He
in June.
finishes June 13th is his last
June.
day.
When does Boston Public finish?
I don't know. So I said, the last week of school, this is what you do. You get up in the morning, you say, good morning, mommy. And then you do what is on that list and don't say nothing to me until everything on that list is done. You haven't done it for the 2 years that the list has been posted. I'm asking you to do it in the last week of school.
Monday, June 23rd. A full 10 days after that child. And
Don't
they don't
speak to
even
me.
have
Don't speak to me.
They don't even have school all the week, so they
I'm
should be
gonna
making up
enroll him in Boston Public School
immediately.
this week. He's gonna be in school with CK every day for the next 10 days. Every day for the next 10 days. CK's gonna be like, why? They're gonna be like, who is this?
This is my
my brother.
Yep.
The one that I told y'all about. This is the one.
That's crazy. Good luck with that.
Ain't no luck to be had.
We're not having no luck over here.
It ain't has
What we're
luck.
not gonna do is find some luck.
Luck ain't got no room in that household.
Mike Nice says today is Find a Way Friday. Yes,
Sure enough,
find a
Mike
way to
Nice.
lay down.
Sure.
And to say no. We're gonna have to say no to a nice little event today. We'll talk about it. See if you want to go with you. Bring a friend.
How was y'all evening?
Yeah, it was hot. That's
It
what it
was
was. It was
extremely
freaking hot.
It was extremely hot.
Extremely hot up until like 10:30. It was still like 89 degrees at 10:30 p.m. But I'll start. Yeah. So yesterday after the show, me and my sister I don't know what happened. We went on an adventure to be productive.
Yeah.
We ended up getting food after being in traffic for about 17 hours.
There was so much traffic yesterday.
And what the F was all that traffic
there was
about?
traffic
We didn't
everywhere.
even get downtown. We decided to go halfway downtown because we couldn't get nowhere else. Get some food, had to come back, and I had to turn right around and come back here for Vibes and Ventures for the small business series that we're doing here for the month of June every Thursday. Shout out to all the people that came through. Shout out to our panelists, Jennifer Gaskin and Stephanie Voltaire, dropping gems on small business development and how to get started and all the good stuff. The next one is next Thursday. We're talking about how to expand those ventures and either acquire or rent a brick and mortar space and what has to happen with that. So people, get in there. That's a goodie.
Get in there.
Get in there. Get up off your feet. Yeah. Let the party move. Turn around
Wow.
and move. Flop, flop,
Wow.
flop.
Well, I
my
was singing the
favorite.
other line dance, but if that's where you want to go.
Which one was you singing?
Get in there. Yeah, get in there.
Oh, I
Wobble,
like
baby,
that.
wobble, baby,
Yeah.
wobble, Yeah.
Is that what he says? Get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, head out there.
Wow.
Yeah, head out there.
Oh, gosh.
I be forgetting there be actual words attached to songs that I don't know.
Mess.
What about y'all? What y'all do yesterday?
I did the same thing you did, and then I went home and suffered in the heat.
Well, yeah, I did suffer too because I was on the grill yesterday.
Oh, what you had?
Well, I wasn't on the grill. My neighbors was on the grill.
What they
And
had?
We had some steak tips and some chicken and stuff.
How dare you come on here and say that you had any steak tips and chicken from the grill when we was talking about yesterday how we wanted steak tips and chicken from the grill?
Oh, y'all I didn't hear that. I didn't cook it though. My neighbor cooked
You was sitting right there in the same seat where you sitting in.
God damn it.
Huh?
Yeah. Shit.
Huh? What'd you say?
Rude. Scratch your face.
Good morning, Luanda. Good morning, Stafford. How are you guys doing today?
Stafford, where he come from?
I know Stafford used to be here every morning, and Stafford just disappeared.
Well, you know.
Watch, he gonna say, "I got a new job. Oh, I gotta go into work, and I can't be here no more." Excuses.
These men's, you know how these men's do.
Mm-hmm.
You probably had
This
cancer.
weekend has all the things going on.
Tell us about the things.
Oh, I don't know all the things, but that's all the things. This is graduation season, this birthday season, baby shower season, wedding season.
Oh my gosh, yes, I freaking missed yesterday was 30 years of me graduating yesterday.
Wow.
30 years of high school graduation. Thank you.
How do you feel? Do you
Long time
feel
ago.
like an
Long
old
time
lady?
No, because I realized that I'm not the only one. I don't know.
I don't know
how that consoles me or makes me feel different. But I was like, oh, it's a lot of us who graduated a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
When did you graduate, little girl?
Danielle graduated in 2001.
Wow.
So that's a significant time too. 24
It is
years.
24 years. Oh my God! Next year's my
24
25th
years.
anniversary.
So my class is having a reunion
At
Thanksgiving.
Do they know that it's Thanksgiving? It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes, Thanksgiving weekend. But
Oh,
why
but-
are we having the?
Because that's
people
when
gonna
everybody's
be
going
in
to be in
town.
town. Everybody comes to town to visit their family, so that would be the most opportune time for them to be like, "Oh, I'm here in town, visit my family. I'll go to my reunion."
Went?
Oh, niggas moved.
They should have done that.
I didn't talk to none of those white people in my school since I left.
You know what? I went to the 5th year
Yep.
reunion.
Yep.
And I never went back to another one because
Yep,
I was
yep.
like, I never fraternized
By
with
the-
y'all in the first place.
Because by the 5th year, I've already forgotten everybody's name. So then
Whoa.
after that, I didn't need. I was like, "Hey."
If it wasn't for the Facebook, and even with the Facebook, I know their names,
Yeah.
right? But I don't necessarily know their faces, so I might go there and still not speak to you, even though we interact. All the
On
time.
to what you're saying. Are there distinct people that you automatically would know no matter what?
Well,
Like, can you picture a couple in your head right now? that you
So,
would remember?
me and shout out to Lisa Boyajian. But me and her were really like we were cool. I wouldn't say like we were really good friends, but we were cool when I was in school. And she's kept up, and really was really supportive throughout like the stuff that I went through with Noah. Sent me a big rocking chair and all kinds of stuff. So her and I have been in touch. Amanda, who we went on the shark ride with,
I love her.
Sharkinator. So her. And I knew her, remembered her, but like we weren't close, but we've grown like closer now through Facebook. And then a few other people that I know their names, but I'm not sure that I would. I don't know. Maybe we were Metco students, so of course those Metco people are people like we won't forget ever.
Yeah.
But there were probably like a few of those others that I could probably. Yeah, I think
you
so.
too, Tristan? You get a couple of them, maybe one
Look,
or
a
two.
few, very small few, because I got them on Facebook. But
Yeah, the ones on Facebook
The ones
are
on
most.
Facebook I would know, but the
Yeah.
ones that aren't, I'm not sure.
I ain't been back to the Marblehead since I've been left there 20 years ago.
And we need to go back and visit Belmont High because Nikki, who designed our studio, also
Yep.
did some work at Belmont High. Would
She
love
redesigned Belmont High.
to. Yeah, I'd love to see what the work that she's done there, and that would be really cool.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's schedule it.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll tell the Belmont Metco team,
And
alumni
Ioma,
team.
Ioma.
Yep. Who's having her good time in Jamaica. Auntie who, we're going to get this show.
Oh, there's been a big announcement about Zouave.
What is it?
The Zouaveans, we are thrilled to announce our new location,
Woo!
Roxbury Community College.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, get ready. While this year's event may look a little different, the energy, culture, and spirit of Zouave will be stronger than ever. And we can't thank you enough for your patience, your understanding, and your unwavering loyalty.
Yeah.
Nine. That is nine.
That's nice. And now everybody could see it's so lackluster.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't understand why people get all stressed out about like, where is it gonna be? Where is it gonna be? Outside. It's gonna be outside. That's all you need to know. Is it gonna be outside?
Yeah, right. Relax.
And it's gonna be somewhere where it's outside.
And nice.
Amen.
It doesn't matter where it is because you guys are not going to not go depending on which part of outside it is.
Right.
Go to the outside party that's outside.
People need things to complain about that's not Donald Trump, and I think that Zouave just happened to fall in the line of that.
Yeah. And I want to find something other than Donald Trump to talk about as well. Because I don't like him, but we'll talk about him
but you know what,
more
though?
than enough today.
I was just looking at the national news, and the national news, his name is in every single whatever.
What's his name?
Elon.
Oh,
They are master marketers, and I wouldn't even be. Well, the stuff is crazy. We'll get into that later because I wouldn't be surprised if it was a distraction, but. Y'all doing the most to be distracted because y'all saying and doing the most. And whatever's gonna happen, just hurry it the F up so we can get on with our lives.
Seriously.
Because we're the ones who gotta suffer. And
Serious.
take us out the group chat
Either one
because
of
I
them.
know that y'all
Pow,
got a Slack channel that y'all can discuss this on. God damn it.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Yes,
Anybody
anyhow.
want to pow pew pew?
Let's get into it. Oh, big shout out to our producer, Jelly Santos, who will be graduating today from her culinary experience.
Go, Jelly.
Oh, wow.
Go, Jelly.
It's her birthday. Congratulations,
She needs to
Jelly.
bring some of that culinary experience into here.
Hello.
Right now.
Oh, one more update. It will have no truck this year, and it will still be a vibe. All right, whatever.
I ain't been by the truck in years anyway.
Whatever.
That's my
I think
part.
that's the only part that I go to is the truck.
That's my part.
However, I'm busy because the Haley House block party is this weekend as well.
Yes, it is.
Fat Daddy and Me
Family Day.
Family Day is as well.
Yeah.
There's
Plethora.
plenty.
Yes.
Plenty thing to do. So everybody have something to do.
Yes.
All right. With that said, let's get started on the show. It's Spark FM, Saucy and Friends Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
This is the Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us on. All right, let's take a look. Spark FM.
See, this is the kind of music. This is the party I want to go to. This is that kind of party that even if you just eat and you just like this, like that. Yeah. Today is June the 6th. June 6th. It's 6/6/25. Because when I was writing that today, I was like, oh no, 666. It's 6/6/25. I was so
Did
nervous.
you know 333 is the angel's number?
Oh, really?
No, I never knew that.
I forget why, but they said it's this it's the same. It is sun and somebody.
Angel
Help
number
me.
meaning
Help me out. Help
in
me out.
numerology, the angel
Zaga,
number
zaga.
333 is often associated with creativity, good luck, positivity, and growth. It can also be seen as a sign of divine guidance and alignment. If you're seeing 333 frequently, it may be a message from the universe to reassess your life and focus on opportunities for growth and development. Hello. Okay.
Nice.
I like that.
That's so nice for anybody.
I wish
who's born
333 on,
March
all of
33rd.
you. Oh, that's nice.
I like that.
March 33rd. I know what you meant. I was going to. It can't be that at any point. March 33rd.
March 33rd. That is a good birthday to
Oh,
have.
it's the Holy Trinity.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Yes,
that's
because
true.
it's
Sing,
the,
treat,
the
treat,
Father, the Son,
Son,
and the Holy
There we
Ghost.
go. There we go. That's what
Hallelujah.
the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
It's Friday, hey, man.
Hallelujah.
Let the
Hallelujah.
church say what it got to say.
Hey.
It is currently 77 degrees. It's going to reach a high of 79 degrees. Unlike yesterday, it was hot as balls all day, and I can't take it.
You know, that kind of stuff I don't like.
It was
Oh,
hot.
honey, I couldn't deal. I'm unable.
I took the AC out and put it in the window.
Pastor Joy hit me up like, yeah, we had to put the AC in the window because he was like, I thought I was gonna die at one point.
Yeah, I had to. Me and Noah had to hole up in my room for a little while, and then I remembered that I have that portable AC, so I was like,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
you almost got me. Go on in your bed.
I want to
room,
thank
sir.
I want to thank the heavens and the inventors of central air conditioning because have it not been for that, me and my son and my child would have succumbed to our injuries of
Me and my son and my child.
would have succumbed to our injuries, and I don't know which one is which. The son or the child.
Same thing.
Either way, one of them is one of them.
Shout out to me though. I got 8 hours of sleep last night.
Oh, wow.
I was exhausted.
Exhaustamundo.
And I went into the bed before midnight. I woke up at 5:22 this morning like, I still sleeping? I still got to sleep some more. It was so much sleep was happening with me.
Thunderstorms expected around 6 p.m. Wind gusts are up to 14 miles per hour. There's a 40% chance of rain. However, everybody, for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for the next 6 approximate days, it shall be raining at some point during any time of the day.
And you know what's so strange about that rain forecast is that the rain, we've been watching the percentages for Saturday, right? And the percentages have gone up and down and up and down, and it's back up again
has.
right
Yeah.
now.
Back up
Yep.
again.
Because down yesterday it was down to what, 40%?
Like 55%, I think
Yeah.
it had went to,
And now it's
then
back
now
to
it's
70.
70%. So.
That's terrible. And then it's gonna be a lot cooler. So the highest we'll get is tomorrow, Saturday, at 75 degrees. So we'll see how this goes.
And I like a 75.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
it.
Hopefully it just rains a little bit and not too crazy.
I'm going to get into our local news here. The big news in Massachusetts had me in tears yesterday. Milford High School student detained by ICE has been released from custody. My mother was shouting all through the house yesterday, Marcelo is free. Marcelo is
free. I'm so happy.
Me too.
I'm so happy.
And you know, he seems like a really nice kid. And I'm tempted to go drive out there to Milford to support a Massachusetts high school student who was arrested by immigration agents on his way to volleyball practice has been released from custody after a judge granted him bond on Thursday. I'm still mad that he had to pay bond. Go
I'm
ahead.
still mad that they took him in the first place.
Yeah.
Gomes as he's released from ICE custody. It was hugs all around from family and friends. Gomes spending his first night in his own bed after sleeping on the floor for 6 days.
He and his family are speaking out now, grateful to have him home. 7's Marty Salazar joins us live at Milford High School. Marty.
Go, Marty.
Amanda, Juliana, good morning. Now, the energy here in Marcelo's neighborhood was immaculate when he came home. Since his arrest, these signs, Free Marcelo, have been popping up all over town. People just so happy he was released from ICE custody. 18-year-old Marcelo Gomes da Silva is back home in Milford after spending 6 days in ICE custody in Burlington. Marcelo was arrested over the weekend on his way to volleyball practice. ICE says agents were looking for his father, an undocumented immigrant. And when they pulled over a car registered to his dad, Marcelo was behind the wheel.
The only thing I wanted to do when I got back here was hug my parents. My dad, yeah.
Marcelo came to the U.S. from Brazil on a student visa in 2012. He was 6 years old. His visa expired, but his attorneys say they have applied for asylum. Marcelo was released on bail Thursday after a hearing in Chelmsford. Hours later, he arrived home to friends and family gathered on his front lawn.
It's very emotional to see him come back.
Happy to see him. He's such a nice kid. He doesn't deserve that.
Marcelo shared an emotional embrace with each of his parents.
I feel so happy. I'm feeling happy now.
His father thanking the community for rallying behind his son.
Don't kiss me, Dad.
We love America. We love America. We love American guy. We love this country. This country is a good country.
I feel like the father should be in hiding. I don't know why.
Me too. Because he got arrested because he was looking for the father who was here illegally.
And yesterday
they got
when
all of the jail, all of the police.
Yesterday on the news when I was watching it, they were like, they told the parents to stay home because there's a heavy police presence.
Maybe because they know that the police wasn't going to come and arrest him at this time while his son was outside.
How did they know?
I would have, if ICE had pulled up, they would have been attacked. I think that they would have been violently attacked in the streets, and it would have been national news of how all ICE agents succumbed to their injuries. Because them people looked like they didn't give a damn at that point. They wanted Marcelo home, and that's it.
The whole community wanted him home. They said that the kids from the school refused to participate in school. They went and they made their little T-shirts. They were outside all day for him. They got the news from where they were that he had been released, and they had this big old joyous celebration and all that. They were waiting for him to come home. You see all the people that were standing there on the lawn waiting for him. He's described the situation where he was. He said that he was in a room with a whole bunch of men who were 35 plus.
Mm-hmm.
They were just using an open bathroom. He said, poor baby said he hasn't pooped in 6 days.
Oh.
Because where he couldn't do it wherever he was. They were sleeping on the floor. He had crackers that they were feeding them as meals.
Oh.
And all kinds of stuff is what he was saying. It was such a relief to me. So I can't imagine what the people who are close to him felt like. He was released on $2,000 bond. He said that the conditions were humiliating, and he was only there for 6 days. And he said he feels for those people who have been there for longer and who have families. They have their parents. They have jobs and all of these things. He said, I will always remember this place. I will always remember how it was. And so they said this was a waste, his lawyer said, and they are trying to get him asylum status now.
This is, I guess my question is that when we are talking about people who are being deported, is the crime that they're saying, the crime that the white people are all stressed out about is that they came here illegal, and that's a crime.
Yeah.
Does that particular crime deserve the punishment? Does this punishment of being locked away with all these men and a 17-year-old boy in this facility that's nasty, that don't have any bathrooms, that don't have it, is that the punishment that you guys, regardless of how you feel about them, you think they're criminals, that's fine, they shouldn't be here, that's fine, but are you okay with treating them like less than animals because their crime was coming here to America.
It's so funny to me because we think about like when we watch movies and things, right? And something happens in the movie and it's like, oh my God, this is terrible. This is the worst PR scandal that could ever happen for our situation. Is that not a thing? Do y'all not feel any kind of like this is bad that this happened?
I think that MAGA is so evil as a cohort. Like they're so evil that I don't think that they even can see past like humanity. Like, cause that's what somebody was writing some long essay about how their parents came here legally and this. I said, okay, so because your parents came here legally, anybody who doesn't should be treated like less than a person? Like, is that the gist of what your essay is? And then he was like, oh, my parents came here from Dominican Republic where we saw the heads of Haitians get cut off and buried in the backyard. Did the Haitians complain? No, they just worked harder. What does that mean? Like, just don't complain about your abuse and work harder to be abused? And that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have any coherent communication of why this is okay. They can't tell you why this is okay. And if you can't, then that's evil.
That's evil.
Yeah, that's
awful.
Evil.
Boston judge pretty much immediately bans regime again from trying to bar international students at Harvard. Harvard University tonight filed an amended, and this was last night, filed an amended complaint in its federal lawsuit against the regime's effort to block its international students over the convicted felon-in-chief's Wednesday proclamation to ban anybody coming into the country to study at Harvard, no matter what courts say. And not long after, U.S. District Court Judge Allison Burroughs, overseeing Harvard's litigation, issued another temporary restraining order barring regime minions from revoking the visas of people entering the country to attend Harvard. Burroughs set a June 16th hearing at which to consider issuing a longer preliminary injunction after concluding Harvard proved it will sustain immediate and irreparable injury before there is an opportunity to hear from all parties. In the revised complaint, Harvard states for more than 70 years, Harvard University has enrolled international students under the government's F1 International Student Visa Program and hosted students and scholars under the government's J1 Exchange Visitor Program. Harvard has, over this time, developed programs and degrees tailored to its international students, invested millions to recruit the most talented such students, and integrated its international students into all aspects of the Harvard community. Yesterday, the president abruptly put a stop to all of this by proclamation, immediately suspending entry of all foreign nationals who enter or attempt to enter the United States to begin attending Harvard University, and directing the Secretary of State to consider revoking the visas of foreign nationals who currently attend Harvard University. The school noted this comes after Burroughs issued a preliminary injunction forbidding the regime from deleting Harvard from the national database foreign students are required to use to study in the U.S. the same day as Harvard's commencement.
So, wait, that they said that no new international students could come, so they take that away again?
But the judge blocked them from saying that. That's what the President Trump wants.
Yeah.
Well,
no new international students.
That's what Taco wants.
What does Taco stand for again?
I forget what it stands for, but I love it.
Trump always chickens out.
Yeah,
yes.
Trump always chickens out. So that's what the Taco wants. But the judge has now said, no, that you ain't doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Because what is your problem? There has to be more pressing issues for the president of the United States to deal with than foreign students who are coming here to study at the age of 16 years old from places.
I also think that the optics of him attacking Harvard, being such a stupid person, is just so bad.
Yeah,
you look like you're jealous because you're stupid.
And I hope that I know Harvard is doing a lot of. They're offering free. I don't know if that was. I didn't fact check that. They're offering free classes
on the
Constitution and social studies, pretty much. I think that what the law schools should be doing is a real life case study on how you do these things, and I hope that they're making the students of Harvard file these injunctions and write these memos, because that's real life ish. Like, that's, if you can research that and figure out how to beat the system while you're being at Harvard, You know, that's gold when all of this is over.
Oh, yeah.
Like Harvard took down Donald Trump. Absolutely they did.
Can they find a way to...
That's what I'm hoping that... I think that Harvard is petty enough and smart enough as an institution to be like, you know what? Scrap the curriculum.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to be doing. We've got to, like how Good Doctor, everybody had to sit down for days and try to figure out a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing that.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing in this semester, and you guys will graduate with full credit and honors.
Honors. Cool. Everybody would be honored.
Honored. It's summa cum laude.
American honors.
Lotto Pumbade.
USA honors.
Laude. Salate.
And all of those things.
All of them. Enchilada.
I'm hungry. Don't talk about food.
Magna enchilada.
Yes, magna cum louder.
Yes.
Well, we should go to Silver Slipper today.
Let's go to it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Where we going?
Silver Slipper.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
Here goes a brief clip on it.
Yes, please.
Homeland Security and the State Department must disregard President Trump's proclamation from this week. The executive order attempted to ban nearly all international students from entering the U.S. to attend Harvard. The university sued yesterday, arguing the order violates the First Amendment and misuses a federal law Trump used to justify the move. The president claimed allowing foreign students is a national security risk. The campus community disagrees.
One reason they give for not allowing any international students into Harvard is that Harvard has become unsafe somehow, which is completely detached from my reality of going to work every day.
Last month, the same judge blocked the administration from carrying out a similar plan to block Harvard from enrolling international students. Her decision last night also extends that restraining order for another 2 weeks.
Good.
International students make up about 27% of Harvard's total enrollment. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Reed, WCVB News Center 5.
I guess.
All right, Matt, thank you for that.
Because what the logistical reality is if you block the foreign students from coming to Harvard, wouldn't you have to block the foreign students from coming from any school
other
in America?
That's a thought that I did have, sister.
Because what is the reason that the terrorists only go to Harvard?
Yeah. I also wonder, why do you keep wasting time doing these things when we know that a federal judge could just block it?
And that's why they're trying to fight the federal judge decision-making skills for some reason.
Oh, they want to take away judge.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that one sole federal judge should not be able to block what the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, the bump, wants to do whenever he wants to do it as the elected leader of all of the things in all of the land.
I just, like that. I'm just so glad that. I don't know what I was going to say. Forget it.
Oh, I don't want y'all to see what we doing over here.
There's not enough of that for all of us.
I forget to just passing the bottle.
Look at it. Look. Ridiculous. Hot town. Almost summer in the city, and police shut down Carson Beach when things got rowdy.
Already.
First of all, Carson, you're not even supposed to be there. It's filled with bacteria. I hope all of them get cellulitis.
Wow. Low blow.
Beach's bacteria.
Low blow.
I couldn't think of one thing. Boston police brought in extra officers from across the city and state police borough in their helicopter and try to quell groups of rowdy people congregating at Carson Beach and Moakley Park tonight. You think that's where the SWAT team was going?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably where the SWAT team was going. Boston police from C6 in South Boston first responded to the reports of possible incidents at Moakley Park around 8:20 p.m. with help from troopers coming over from the beach. Why are these children outside at 8:20 p.m.?
Nobody knows.
That is late.
What is the curfew? Do kids have a curfew? Kids can just do what they want these days? That's wild.
Yes.
But as people in the park began swimming over to the beach, a call went out for additional help from every district in the city. Officers from as far as High Park responded. Around 9:05 p.m., the call went out to just the beach and people to get people moving along. At least 2 teens were detained. Don't detain them. Arrest them.
You said swimming?
Swimming. I did say swimming, which is gross to me.
That's in Carson Beach.
Carson Beach.
That's where they go. That's where Castle Island Beach is.
Yeah.
That's where the children swim.
No.
Yeah.
What's it got bacteria?
It's got bacteria in it.
When they
like
gonna
high levels.
When are they gonna clean it? That's our only beach in Boston.
Well, you can go to your Hogan's Pond.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Y'all
Y'all ever swallowed a little bit of the Horton's Pond water? Oh God.
That sounds like bacteria. What you just said.
As soon as it could, just a little bit.
Hogan's Pond water. You know what Hogan's Pond did used to have there? Remember the little shack that they used to have over there? They used to have a nice little cheeseburger. I remember that. That was nice.
Oh, they did.
Why we used to buy a cheeseburger when the family used to be there grilling? I don't know.
We bought them when they wasn't grilling.
No, but it was a different place when we was younger. It
was.
so
This
far.
world was a different place when we were younger. These young people don't stand a chance. These young people are literally living in
when
hell.
I was talking to the youth that are gonna be working with us this summer, I was just like, I don't know what y'all like. I don't know what y'all do because where I want to be is inside my house. I don't want to. I don't just tell me the words that y'all using so I can use them appropriately.
Yeah.
I don't really care what y'all are into and what y'all do because it's weird to me.
It is.
All y'all want to do is wear big pants, little shirts, and sneakers all day.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Huge
Jennifer.
pants, one little titty shirt, and a sneaker and a slick down bang.
Fresh Jan said ice was at 3 C's yesterday.
They better not be at 3 C's messing with them good church people. That's terrible. Boston woman charges she didn't get an executive job at IBM because she's white. A Boston resident who said she had missed a job at IBM pulled away because she's white this week. Filed a discrimination and breach of contract suit against the computing company. In her suit, filed in U.S. District Court in Boston, Christine Parker charges she was not only up for an executive level job heading up an IBM group selling cloud computing systems to large banks in 2021, she was offered the job, which led her to reject similar offers from other computing companies, and that all that remained for her to start the mid-six figures job was for some contract language to be finished. But then, she alleges, the job was pulled from her at the last minute and instead given to an Indian candidate by a manager who himself was Indian. Parker is seeking compensation for lost wages. She said it took her 2.5 years to find another job, and it paid far less. The damage to her career caused by that 2.5-year gap, and for that severe emotional pain that included seeking help from a psychotherapist, which she says continues to this day, as well as punitive damages. The person in India who was hired instead of Miss Parker was racially non-white, non-Caucasian, and was racially Indian. The only reason Miss Parker's offer was rescinded and that she was not hired was her race, white Caucasian. The only reason Miss Parker was not hired was because she was not racially Indian. Miss Parker was discriminated against by IBM due to her race when her offer was rescinded and she was not hired. But for her race, Miss Parker would have been hired. But for her race, Miss Parker would have been hired. But for her race, the employment offer would not have been rescinded. That is what her case says.
So every time I don't get a job, it's because I'm black.
Well, yeah, that's what they be saying.
So if I go for a job and my counter job person applicant is white,
you
and they
will
hire
get the job
white one,
because you are black. She will not get the job because she are white.
I get it. And I don't see nothing wrong with that, number one. Number two, I just want to be able to discriminate. I just want to be able to sue every time I don't get a job because I'm going to say it's black because I'm black.
Yes.
And first of all, IBM is an Indian company. Everybody that works at IBM is Indian. And everybody that works at Dell is Indian too. So why would you want to work at the Indian company?
Go find a job with your own kind.
Never ever called Dell or IBM and spoke to somebody who speaks pure English.
Never. And then they say they're the ones that say your name. Keep saying your name. Oh, Antoinette, I'm so glad that
ma'am, or ma'am,
Antoinette.
Ma'am. Stop calling me ma'am.
Antoinette, I'm going to put you on a brief hold. Antoinette, I am back from the brief hold. Antoinette, I'm going to put you on a never brief hold. Antoinette?
Thank you for
Are
being
you there, Antoinette?
faithful customer. we appreciate you for staying on.
I hate my name.
Can you call me baby or something like that?
Oh, baby girl.
Baby girl.
Baby girl. I'm going to tell him that from now on. Please refer to me as baby girl. Baby girl, I would like to put you on.
Or those people that call, was it, you need a loan or you need capital? I had to sit down and have a conversation. Who are you? How'd you get my number? Why are you guys doing this? Oh, well, I just work for a company. Well, you should every time you see my name, you should take it off. Because I'm upset with you guys for calling me.
I did not ask you for a loan. Please remove my name from the list. And then somebody else from the other side of the company calls you.
What happened to the warranties? They don't call no more?
No.
If your car has an extended warranty?
OMG. Can you imagine?
That was the good old days.
Anyhow, that's that. That's
before
that, lady.
Bullshit.
Sorry, lady. Woman charged with running down man on scooter in Roxbury. Then, when she spotted him later, getting out and stabbing him.
Oh.
And you know what?
Does that start with a Florida man?
No, that's in Roxbury. That is a Roxbury woman. And, our good friend Charles Jones, is that his name? Would probably have fun with that story because he's always talking about women from Roxbury. A Roxbury woman was arraigned this week on charges she drove her Audi SUV into a man on an electric scooter. She drove her Audi, early on May 13th, and then when she spotted him again about 50 minutes later, got out and stabbed him while her passenger beat him with a bat or a large stick. Is this serious? Danielle Stokes, 42, I feel like we know her, was charged with 2 counts. Danielle Stokes.
Oh,
with 2
like what I do?
She's your age.
Oh, damn.
Well, she's 42. Was charged with 2 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, 1 for the car, 1 for the knife. Still at large is Jacqueline Adeyemi. I feel like we know these people. 54, facing a single charge of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, the bat or the stick. Roxbury Municipal Court Judge Lisa Ann Grant ordered Stokes held in lieu of $1,000 bail. According to the DA's office, based on surveillance video, Stokes first hit the man on Roxbury Street at about 2:04 a.m.
He first hit him?
At 2:04 a.m. Stokes and Naimi then got out and began walking toward the victim. As the victim returned to his scooter and began to move away, Stokes made punching motions towards him. At 2:57 a.m., a surveillance camera spotted the SUV stopped in the middle of Marvin Street, near where the victim was stopped on his scooter. The victim approached the car. Both Stokes and Adeyemi exited the vehicle, and the three began fighting. Adeyemi is an unidentified object, either a bat or a stick, and striking the victim with it. At some point during the fight, both the victim and Adeyemi were knocked down, and Stokes was observed standing over the victim with an object in her right hand believed to be a knife. She made stabbing motions with the object while dragging the victim along the street. Both women were observed standing over the victim while he was on the ground, unable to move. It reminds me, remember one time that DJ boy got jumped by the 2 women that he was cheating on each other with? It's funny. In addition to his injuries treated at Boston Medical Center, the victim also faces criminal charges because 8 plastic bags containing a rock-like substance believed to be crack cocaine fell from the victim's pocket as he was being treated.
The absolute most that he could do.
By the emergency department, the victim will be summoned to court on a charge of possession to distribute cocaine. Subsequent offense. You think that's why they were beating him? You think he stiffed them on their cocaine order?
Yes.
That's crazy.
The amount of stories that have some type of drugs included in the story is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Almost every crazy story has something to do with some drugs in it.
With some drugs, because everybody's on drugs. And then speaking of drugs, after our interview, we're going to get into the national news about your boys. The girls are fighting. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are going at it. And so we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. Come back and Saucy and Friends, Spark FM. Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What is this, Doctor? This is well, Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
Got a side hustle you want to turn into a real business? Thinking of expanding your brand or launching your next big idea? Then this is for you. It's Vibes and Ventures, a 3-part Caribbean business series designed to empower you, the entrepreneurs, creatives, and small business owners of our community. Join us at the Spark Media and Culture Center, 1195 Blue Hill Ave, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And yes, it's completely free. June 5th, getting your paperwork right. June 12th, brick and mortar and commercial acquisitions. June 26th, marketing and social media strategy. Meet some of Boston's most successful Caribbean entrepreneurs, get expert advice, and build the connections you need to take your hustle to the next level. This is your moment. Don't miss it. Vibes and Ventures.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibes. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Eunice Production, Friends Lifestyle Group presents their 9th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. It's the Animal Print Edition. Happens to be Saturday, July the 19th. Boarding times at 7 p.m. We sail at 8 p.m. sharp. There's going to be 2 floors of music. Your Latin DJ, DJ Sergio, DJ Alfredito, DJ Yomi. And your Caribbean DJ, Hugh Major, and Vital Rhythms. Featuring live performances by Your Fugo, Punta Group, and Tempo Rhythm International. Sound system provided by Ross Entertainment. This is all going to be taking place at 70 Rose Wharf. Get your tickets right now at togetherness.eventbrite.com. Regular tickets are $65. Same day tickets are $75. It's a 21 plus event. And do remember there's a drinks inclusive party bus available to and from the dock for only $60. For more information, contact 617-719-3972 or 646-379-4889. It's a 9th annual Togetherness Boat Ride. Get your tickets now.
Get ready for an unforgettable night of harmony, joy, and powerful praise. It's the Foster Triplets in concert Friday, June 14th. 3 voices, 1 anointed sound, 1 night to lift your spirit. Live and in person, featuring special guests, the Oak Street Praise Team and Angels Melody. Don't miss this soul-stirring celebration. It's more than music, it's ministry in motion. Friday, June 14th, 2025 at 6 p.m., the Waymark Church, 1048 Dorchester Avenue. For tickets,
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Boston New Works Festival, taking place June 26th to June 29th at the Calderwood Pavilion and the Boston Center for the Arts. The Boston New Works Festival is a weekend-long festival of celebrating new original plays by local playwrights. 7 original plays, 5 different stages, and 1 wild weekend. Tickets are $25 per show. Pay what you wish. Tickets are available at the box office. Get your tickets now at BostonTheaterScene.com. That's June 26th to June 29th. The Boston New Works Festival.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you know my swing where you are gonna see a million. We got to go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I do the life you know easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
ST again. Let me pick up the girl and them. Let me pick up the girl and them. So you's a fine one. You's a fine one, girl. And she know it too. So she gon' take herself there. And she says she don't like things. She knows she like it. And she gon' take it with me. She said what you waiting pose on vibe for the photo. So she gon' take a selfie. And she says she don't like the things, she knows she like it. And she gon' take it with me. She said, what you waiting for? Post it up on the ground, boy. Cause she bad, yes she bad. And I know she feel the niceness that she does bring. Oh Lord, cause she bad, yes she bad. I know she feel the...
Let's take it to death row. Static Selector.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Immaculate when I packaged it. You know I get my shit off like a laxative. Trapping bigs in the back of the building, right where my faction is. I'm rapping. Got me feeling like I'm reaching godly levels. Neiman Marcus garments, gotta keep a fire on for devils. I'm born with rebels, jumping benches and we floor the pedals. He crossed me, dug his own grave, my shooter brought the shovel. I rocked the bubble, flew it in and even caught the shuttle. Been on my hustle, went to Cali, watched the product double. Wow, troublesome, I feel like Machiavelli. My pockets heavy, speak the like I'm Akinelli. They're giving life sentences out over them blocks of Fetty. I'm trying to make it through these dark nights like Gotham City. Rockin' with me, walking to the jeweler, I'm dropping 50. Smart and witty, model begging me to palm their titties. We in the palms with blickies, pistol up on Vegas nights. I could tell you scared to death and you afraid of life. Tell them suckers cross the line and they gon' pay the price. Tell you scared to death and you afraid of life. Yeah, tell them suckers cross the line and they gon' pay the price. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you scared to death and you afraid of life. Didn't notice, link with Mr. Brodus, cause coldest, whip the boldest. Pandemic hustler, I made a grip in COVID. This bogus, we catch rappers, put the beats on. Just know the death row, that's where we drop these NFTs on. Heat drawn, this cut can turn a white bird into 3 swans. Release bombs, my military out here doing recon. This is blind, go watch for snakes, I get the lawnmower. Watching Scarface, studying Alejandro Sosa. Send it out to Nova Scotia, toaster in my baby stroller. Made them plays with Motorola's, turn this music into Yola. Killed it, I am not a vulture, feel it in your chest like ulcers. Pistol on me, a holster, did it like I'm supposed to. Cup of Henny on my coaster, whipping in the Testarover. Hit the dealer, test the rover, took it, bend it over. You know I'm never sober, Cali Bud, the better over. He rappers acting for the camera, call him John Travolta. Tell them suckers cross the line and they gon' pay the price. I can tell you scared to death and you afraid of life. Yeah, tell them suckers cross the line and they gon' pay the price. I can tell you scared to death and you afraid of life.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Yeah. Switching 4 lanes. Two sides of the same coin. But you can keep the change. Yeah. Yeah, that sound. Yo, I'ma pop the cork in this bottle and get lifted when the clip hold. 30 the pole, hit different. I'm a guard shooting from the logo like Lillard. I'm a star. Trying to have all my bros in position. Reputation excellence, this big step is Fly Street in a cephalus. When it come to the town, who gon' represent? When it come to the town, who gon' rep it like this? Near not remember when the pack land, we touched on a damn dollar until we clear product out. Flossy, but I'm still good with all the raw. This is Boston, no crabs in my barrel, just lobster. Cause I can't go heavy on the grand reach for it. But it'll cost you your hands, it'll cost you your mans, that'll cost me some bands. I'm a boss, only talk when I can't suit fitted like Fashion Week. So I should've laid fashionably. Shorty's dreaming by your majesty.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
If you read down the side of this, that last article that I read,
yeah,
the headlines over there that says in other Roxbury news, 2 guys on a scooter may have shot at a guy on a bicycle on Dudley Street in Roxbury, but they missed him but sent bullets flying into an apartment building.
What? Say it again?
They shot at a guy on a bicycle on Dudley Street, but they missed him but sent all bullets flying into an apartment building. And then a fighty man with a knife arrested at Ruggles after a little sprint down the commuter rail tracks. Like what?
Universal Hub?
What's going on in Roxbury?
It was hot yesterday. People lost their absolute mind. It was too hot.
That is wild.
So, welcome back, Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. I tell you, it's an adventure here every day.
Child.
Something is happening all the time.
Yeah.
Here, because this is real radio, real community, real. Real shit. Real and real.
Yeah.
However, in America in which we live, America.
Yeah.
The girls are fighting. Epstein file accusations, potential contract cuts, impeachment, Trump Musk feud explodes.
This is wild.
So earlier this weekend, we've been seeing that, Elon Musk has been pulling back from Doge and he has ended his time. And then he wrote a tweet and it was kind of And then Donald Trump was kind of And then yesterday, everything was like, oh, we outside.
Yeah.
So they went, Donald Trump and his best girlfriend, Elon Musk, are bumping heads. They are feuding. One of the most powerful alliances in America's politics appears to be over. President Donald J. Trump and Elon S. Musk explosively sparred on their respective social media platforms Thursday, with the president floating the idea of cutting the tech billionaire's various government contracts and Musk going nuclear on one point and saying Trump's name was in the so-called Epstein files. Thursday's drama started with Trump's confirmation the deterioration of his relationship with Musk, saying he was very disappointed in the tech billionaire after he repeatedly blasted the president's sweeping domestic agenda bill in recent days. Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore, Trump told reporters. Less than 1 week after the two exchanged effusive praise on Musk's last day as a special government employee. Shortly after, Musk responded on his social media platform X that Trump could not have won the 2024 election without him, a jab that appeared to further irritate the president and significantly intensify the fight, which played out on dueling social media platforms owned by the two men. Without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate, Musk said. He added, such ingratitude. Musk had initially started the public feud Tuesday, calling a mammoth GOP bill on taxes, spending cuts, energy, and the border of a disgusting abomination due to projections it would greatly increase the deficit. The bill... Go ahead. Yeah, no, because I'm tired of reading this too, so go ahead.
Do you think that this is, when do you think Ashton Kutcher is going to pop out and be like,
America, you got punked?
Because this cannot be what is really happening for real involving the President of the United States of America.
Yes, of course it can.
Here goes on.
It's Donald J. Trump.
Since, I don't know, Tom Cruise and Cher, Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, we knew we were going to get to this day sooner or later, but I think it does have important implications both for the bill and also Trump's response in terms of revealing the way he views the federal government. I mean, for Trump to respond so quickly by talking about terminating contracts for Musk really is revealing about how he is transforming the government, really all of its machinery, into a mechanism for rewarding friends and punishing adversaries in every possible way. I mean, and it is striking how quickly Musk moved from one category to the other and the threats that are imposed on him. And then on the bill itself, I think it's important to understand that Musk's criticism, like much of the criticism in the Senate, is coming from the right, when the real the biggest political vulnerability of the bill may be from the left or the center. Musk is basically saying it doesn't cut spending enough and therefore is increasing the debt, it has enormous spending cuts in it. It also has a extension of the Trump tax cuts and new tax cuts that cost about $4 trillion over a decade. That may be the real political vulnerability, but Musk, like Rand Paul and Ron Johnson, are not really focusing on that. They're arguing it's not cutting spending enough, when historically cutting programs that benefit the middle class to fund tax cuts for the rich have been a very tough proposition to defend politically.
Yeah, I don't know what he said, but basically what I heard is that he said it could be coming from the left, right, or the center. Nobody knows what is going on is basically what's happening, right? Nobody knows what is going on.
I guess my thing is how delusional people are in general. It's, again, I have nothing ever good to say about MAGA, because during this whole Trump and Elon bromance, they were all Elon, while we were over here screaming, we're cutting everything except Elon's contracts, and they were like, Elon. Now Elon and Trump are fighting, and the same things we were upset about, Trump is now saying this is the problem. Before it wasn't the problem, only now that you don't like him, it's the problem. You should have been cut. And the fact that you threw Biden in it, and when he was like, I don't understand why Biden let it happen. You literally, what are you talking about? Everything was all good when Elon was helping you win the election, was helping you do this, was praising you, was sitting in your office, making you look like a fool, was Nazi saluting, all kind of stuff. Everything was good. Now that you guys are beefing, everything that Elon does is bad. Nah, stick with what you got. You already gave him all energy. Yeah, you already gave him all of our information, all of our data. You gave the scientific AI man all the access to everything in America, and now you want to beef with him? No, y'all better be friends. Make up, hurry up before I get upset.
Yeah.
Be friends again and ruin this country the way that y'all intended to do. Not like this. We don't like the divide.
Yeah. What you said?
I love my girlfriend when we're together, but when I'm mad at her, she's a cheating hoe.
Huh?
Who's Fresh Jan?
Absolutely. Between Fresh Jan and Ibbins, I don't know where y'all want us to be here.
Who is Fresh Jan?
Fresh Jan, can you come do a meet and greet at the station? I think everybody wants to meet you.
I would like to meet Fresh Jan and see what the hell is really good.
This is crazy.
But, I mean, he's putting it into perspective. Hey, that's true. You're right.
Yeah. But I don't like it when y'all have lovers and best friends, and then y'all break up and y'all start revealing the secrets.
And then they do it in public, because we'd be like, take us out the group chat, leave that off of Facebook, because tomorrow you're gonna be back together.
I just feel like y'all should have some loyalty to each other in that respect, that y'all deep dark secrets dies with the relationship.
Yeah,
because I don't like that. I don't like what Trump and Elon are doing together. You guys are friends.
Yeah.
You guys are friends. You guys should set a better example of what friendship looks like in America.
They're an example of kids who didn't play well with others when they were children.
100%.
So, and you see now Steve Bannon is calling for Elon to be deported immediately.
Yes.
Take him and all 100 of his friends too. That's what
killing
y'all said? You and your whole family can go?
Yo, I thought that was hilarious, because you're going to now, after you brought his troops here.
Yep.
Oh. After you brought your, I was like, what's happening to him? After you brought your damn troops here, now you want to be all crazy, and that's crazy.
Yeah, just in disguise as poor farmers, but we all know who they really are.
Mm-hmm. Terrible.
But y'all don't want to let Chinese students go to Harvard because they might be spies. But you brought all these people in on a Trojan horse. Y'all don't study nothing?
Nope, they don't. They don't study it, honey.
I'm so excited for that pancake I'm gonna have.
Trump offered a pardon to this January 6th rioter known as MAGA Granny, and she straight up refused it, calling it all a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, MAGA Granny, at least she's a little bit smart. You know, it was her sons and stuff, Jethro and things that was telling her that she should go. She was in duress. Let's go to the clip in here. How MAGA Granny don't want to get pardoned. I don't know where she is. Pamela Hemphill A self-described ex
from the Justice Department that you are refusing clemency. The Office of the Pardon Attorney responded saying, Ms. Hempfill's non-acceptance is noted. There is no further action needed. Our office will not issue Ms. Hemphill a certificate of pardon and will refrain from requesting any notation of pardon on her criminal history record. Obviously, it's unusual to reject a pardon. Tell us more about your decision here.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It would be a part of Trump's narrative that he's been pushing that the DOJ is weaponized against him, right? I don't want to be a part of that. And of course, that went down to the J6ers. They caught on to that and jumped on that and said, yeah, the DOJ was weaponized against us and we didn't get due process and we didn't get whatever they're claiming, with their court proceedings. And it's all a lie. I had due process. I was guilty. Everything the DOJ was upright, with me. And so I thought, I can't be a part of this. No way. I'm not going to be a part of Trump's lying narrative. And plus, it'd be a slap on Capitol Police officers, the rule of law. No, I couldn't dare live with myself taking a pardon. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I just discovered.
Saying words.
Granny, what you went there in the first place for if you were so opposed to everything? I don't want to.
But that's what she's saying. She wasn't innocent. She's saying that she wasn't innocent, so she doesn't feel right taking a pardon. That's what she's saying.
But she also sounds like now she doesn't support Trump at all. So what did you go there for?
She now doesn't support him.
Now she doesn't.
She doesn't support him.
So
but when all of that 4 years ago, when all of that happened, that's when the MAGA first started. They were just building up their army.
So when she went there that day, she believed
the lies. Yeah, the lies. But now she's realizing that he is a liar and he's just a liar. Mm-hmm. And that's terrible. Mm-hmm. Good for her. She's the only one that has some type of integrity. What the hell is that black man? I keep throwing on my screen. It's crazy. Let's see. Luigi Mangione, alleged diary entries released in new court filings. Let me tell you, if I'm going to stage a murder, y'all ain't gonna know about it. I'm not gonna write no diary. I'm not gonna have no notes in my phone. I'm not gonna text y'all. I'm not gonna do any of that because that's crazy. Luigi Mangione wrote about plans to kill United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in his diary months before Thompson was gunned down in New York City last year. Mangione, 27, who has pleaded not guilty to state and federal charges in connection with the murder in December, used a red notebook as a diary to document his plans to kill Thompson. So say you want to rebel against the deadly greed-fueled health insurance cartel. Do you bomb the headquarters? No. Bombs equal terrorism. Mangione wrote in August, the state court filing alleges such actions appear the unjustified anger of someone who simply got sick, had bad luck, and took their frustrations out on insurance industry while recklessly endangering countless employees.
That's what was written in
That's what he was written. Instead of carrying out a bombing, prosecutors allege Mangione wrote in an entry in October that someone should whack the CEO as the annual parasitic bean counter convention. Oh, so they should whack him. Oh, it's targeted, it's precise, it doesn't risk innocence. Most importantly, the point is self-evident. The diary entry reads, according to the filing, the point is made at the news headline, Insurance CEO Killed at Annual Investors Conference. So he was really trying to figure out what was the best course of action in order to carry out his alleged murder.
I think that is very noble, and they should give him some credit for not wanting to do a bomb and injuring other people.
Yeah, that is very honorable.
He did what he wanted to just get who it was that he wanted to get and not be a terrorist.
He wanted to send a message with that one death about the predatory practices of insurance.
Yeah. Killing people is wrong, but he did it the right way.
Yes. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you are saying.
Because we do know, I mean, of course, there are other people who want to make political statements or statements about whatever they feel strongly about, and they'll go plow down a whole crowd, or they'll
do foolishness,
bomb an airplane or something like that. And this guy was like, no, I just want to get exactly who it is that I'm supposed to get. So that is humble. I don't know where he went.
Did he go outside?
I did hear ambulance.
All right.
Okay, good. Make sure that he's good. We had a small situation in here. We just had things. It be happening. It's Bluey laugh, all right? Russia launches a massive combined strike. So we heard the other day that Zelensky had carried out a little secret mission and done a lot of things. So Russia, in their revenge mantra, Russia launches a deadly mass missile and drone attack against Ukraine overnight, hitting Kiev and western regions, including the cities of Ternopil and
Chernobyl.
Ternopil and Lutsk. At least 5 people were killed in the capital of the further and a further 20 injured as multiple drones hit apartment blocks and other civilian infrastructure. Homes, schools, and government buildings were hit with authorities reporting at least 5 people injured. Yeah, war sucks when you are actively throwing bombs on a school. You've got to be a piece of shit, right?
Right, but like, what are the rules of war?
I think there are no rules. There's no rules in war. Everybody can get it.
Yeah.
Everybody, everywhere.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah. Keeping it moving, Detroit man arrested for shooting a gun from a Lamborghini on Ford Road to celebrate his wedding. Why they arrest him? Did he hit somebody?
Because why he do that for?
He's celebrating. He's happy. A Detroit man was arrested after shooting a gun from a Lamborghini. The car was rented and it happened during a wedding celebration on Sunday. Dearborn police said the suspect is out on bond. He didn't hit anybody. He was celebrating. And that's it.
Sure has a story.
Go ahead. Let's go for
inside
it.
These rental vehicles is why the Dearborn Police Department is sounding the alarm.
Stop, block traffic, and then fire a gun out of the window in celebration.
It happened Sunday near Ford and Evergreen in Dearborn. The driver and their passenger inside a high-end purple Lamborghini. When the passenger decides to fire gunshots out the window, you can see him on the left side of your screen. The dash cam of another vehicle driving nearby records the criminal act. Then 911 is dialed.
911, what's the address of your emergency? I'm on Ford Road heading west towards East Dearborn. This guy's shooting guns on the middle of Ford Road.
There's been this habit of folks renting vehicles and driving recklessly when there's a wedding.
When police arrive, they investigate and track the vehicle down.
Tracked the vehicle down at a local hall where they were celebrating the wedding and impounded the vehicle.
Police also arrest Hassan Rabat of Detroit. They say he's related to the wedding party. He's also a CPO holder and is currently out on bond.
We issued them a citation for reckless discharge.
Police say it's not just wedding parties they're concerned about.
Encourage parents as well, like, don't rent your kids these cars for graduation because nothing good's going to come out of it.
The chief is now using social media to spread his message.
This purple Lamborghini was impounded because it was driving.
Y'all are blaming the car?
Because
that's what they're doing, right? They're telling people it's the cars
that makes people be stupid. No, it's stupid people that are doing stupid things. Because now that just looks stupid. you just took your hand out the window with your gun and decided to fire a random shot recklessly nowhere. Tell me what
he looked like French Montana.
Like they shouldn't have fined. They should have tackled him out of that car and beat him down.
Yeah, what is he out on bond for, a CPO holder? What is that?
What's CPO?
I don't know.
A citation of CPO bond. It is commodity pool operator.
Oh yeah. The Fresh Jen said he looked like French Montana too. So I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is interesting.
Oh, I don't know. See, the similar I don't know. Who cares? Yeah. What's happening now?
That's entertainment news.
That is it. Let's go to commercial break and we'll come back and check on it.
Yeah, we got to see what's happening.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark. Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Boston New Works Festival, taking place June 26th to June 29th at the Calderwood Pavilion and the Boston Center for the Arts. The Boston New Works Festival is a weekend-long festival of celebrating new original plays by local playwrights. 7 original plays, 5 different stages, and 1 wild weekend. Tickets are $25 per show. Pay what you wish. Tickets are available at the box office. Get your tickets now at bostontheaterscene.com. That's June 26th to June 29th. The Boston New Works Festival. Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibes. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Got a side hustle you want to turn into a real business? Thinking of expanding your brand or launching your next big idea? Then this is for you. It's Vibes and Ventures, a 3-part Caribbean business series designed to empower you, the entrepreneurs, creatives, and small business owners of our community. Join us at the Spark Media and Culture Center, 1195 Blue Hill Ave, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And yes, it's completely free. June 5th, getting your paperwork right. June 12th, brick and mortar and commercial acquisitions. June 26th, marketing and social media strategy. Meet some of Boston's most successful Caribbean entrepreneurs, get expert advice, and build the connections you need to take your hustle to the next level. This is your moment. Don't miss it. Vibes and Ventures.
Get ready for an unforgettable night of harmony, joy, and powerful praise. It's the Foster Triplets in concert Friday, June 14th. 3 voices, 1 anointed sound, 1 night to lift your spirit. Live and in person, featuring special guests, the Oak Street Praise Team and Angels Melody. Don't miss this soul-stirring celebration. It's more than music, it's ministry in motion. Friday, June 14th, 2025 at 6 p.m., the Waymark Church, 1048 Dorchester Avenue. For tickets,
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Looking for a meaningful way to engage with your community and make a difference? Volunteer with the Massachusetts Senior Medicare Patrol Program and help prevent Medicare fraud. Visit masmp.org. This project is supported by a grant from the U.S. Administration for Community.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com. Turn us up. Spark FM.
we are back, people. We are back, and we can park it here in the entertainment for a little while as we, our interview that was scheduled today with G Honcho, because it's like Jizzy Honcho, Honcho. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Due to unforeseen circumstances, that will be rescheduled to a later date and time. And he was here. He is good, but some ish happened. Came up. So here we are today with you. And you know what we haven't done for a while? We haven't gotten to our scenarios.
Yeah.
Our good old scenarios of life and the pursuit of happiness. So let's get into a couple of those right now, and we need your advice. This is when you call us up, 617-272-3387. Let us know what you guys think about these people's issues, and we'll give our commentary and make sure that they have the best of their a best future. My boyfriend brought an above ground pool for his July 4th pool party behind my back. I was at work when the men came by to install it. The homeowners association rep came by and told him that pools were not allowed. He had an all-out argument with the HOA rep, so she made the workers put the pool back on the truck. Boyfriend tells HOA, watch this pool get installed for the 4th. The HOA rep called for backup. They wrote a citation and then they left. Mind you, I was at work and I had no idea this drama unfolded. I came home, bleached my locks, and cooked some food. The water pressure was low, but no big deal. When it was time to wash the bleach out of my hair, the faucet tap ran dry. The HOA had the city shut off our water, emergency shut off, out of fear of water main break, but it was really because of the pool incident. My locks were on fire. I went to my neighbor's yard and stole water from their garden hose and washed my hair in their backyard like a dog. I called my boyfriend and he said he can't stay with me anymore because he may hurt the HOA rep and my son needs me. I came back home. I heard his baby mama in the background. My locks were falling apart like dandelions on a windy day. And he's online posting family pics and bragging about the DJ he had hired for his upcoming pool party at a rented mansion. What am I missing? Surely he didn't dump me over the HOA. I miss him and I try to talk to him, but he's trying to be faithful to her. What to do? I stole him from her before. Can't I do it again? Question number 2. Because I don't have the actual GD strength to deal with the type of foolishness. And I now believe these things are real because after watching all these trials and all these things happening and stuff like that, I believe everybody's lost their goddamn mind. Everybody has lost their mind.
Yeah.
So what would you say for this man to do?
Who?
This woman whose locks
I
were
thought
falling
we were
out of her
going
head
on.
like
I thought we were
dandelions.
going on.
All right. I was scrolling on Instagram when I saw a muscular black man grilling a steak on a private beach. He's a celebrity trainer, fitness model. I followed him. An hour later, he followed me back and messaged me. He asked about my fitness goals. I want to lose weight and my location, Baltimore. He said he was meeting up with a client in NYC and we should link up. We exchanged numbers and we FaceTimed 3 times. The last time he asked if I wanted him to train me. I told him I couldn't afford him. Just say yes. Consent is all the money you need. He flew me to NYC and we had lunch at his hotel. He's flawless in person and he was way out of my league. Him. Do you really know what I really want to do? Me. Do you really know what I really do? I said you transform people's bodies. He said that's a front. My OnlyFans pays my bills. He meets random average women like me, take them on dates, sleep with them for his OnlyFans page like we did, and then he moves on to a different city. I wore a mask in our lovemaking session, so I don't care that his OnlyFans members saw me. I know he was performing, but it was the best sex I ever had. I'm slipping and sliding off the chair writing this. The second time I slipped off his condom because I wanted to feel him. He was very angry. I did that and he put me out of his room. My problem is that I want to see him again, but the number I have doesn't work anymore and he blocked me from his page. I don't want to crash out over sex worker, but this rejection hurts. It does hurt.
It does hurt.
Well, you just gonna have to take it.
And he won't give it to her. But it will. Ching.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? He met you, was honest with you and all of that stuff, and you want what? You want a relationship with him?
You want a relationship, and she wants condomless sex with a sex worker.
This is why these average women.
Yep.
You know.
I'm 26. My 29-year-old rapper boyfriend started off bad. Is failing at life in general, and I'm tired of him. He does not contribute to our household in any way except sexually. That's not a contribution to your household.
Like, how's that helping the household?
I gave him money to buy a decent outfit to find a job. He spent the money on a Cowboy Carter tour. How he get there? He said his friend had an all-access pass and promised he could get him backstage so he could hand Jay-Z his demo. I told him that was a stupid idea, and I agree, and I would never work. His fave uncle told him to leave me because I don't want to support his dreams. I'm tired and I want him to leave, but since I agreed that we should break up, he wants to stick around because he's not going to let another ninja move in. Advice: get a restraining order. Call the police. Get a restraining order and move. Change your phone number. Dye your hair. Move out of town.
Where's your cousin's boo-boo and them? He don't want to move out because he don't want another man to move in, but you guys have agreed to break up. That's all I gotta say.
Getting through these fast. Y'all are not giving no good advice.
I think that these scenarios, and if this isn't indicative of the world that we're living in, we're in a lot of trouble. Because what do you want us? When you ask somebody for advice,
what do you want them to say?
What do you want them to say to you?
Yeah, like what is it?
You ever try to give somebody advice? They come to you about a situation, right? Mm-hmm. And you be like, okay, and then they come to you. So then you try to give them advice, and every piece of advice that they give you, they find a way to be like, no.
Yeah. It's not like that.
That's not really like
and you don't want advice. You just want that's the thing. People have to distinguish between they need to vent and they want advice.
Yeah.
And I think that oftentimes when people want to vent, people think that they want advice.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you got to say is, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything.
Yesterday, I found myself saying so many times that it almost became like I had to sit and think about it. Like, I don't have any other words in my vocabulary. Mm-hmm. I was just like, oh, that's wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, that's wild. I found myself saying that so many times yesterday.
Yep.
And that is the state of the world that I live in.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
I met another woman on my birthday. My girlfriend did nothing wrong. We've been together for 4 years, but nothing compels me to take things any further. Exactly. Most of these things don't need a paragraph. You start the sentence with exactly how you feel.
Yes.
Because you know that it's stupid. If after the first sentence of your advice needing session, if it sounds stupid after the first session, then I don't really have anything to say to you because you know it's stupid.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to be done. So my girlfriend
What is so hard about breaking up with people?
It's hard.
Yeah.
You don't want to be lonely. Mm-hmm. You don't want to have to start over. You don't have to want to deal with all the things that you had to deal with in the first place. I truly think that is the thing.
It depends because if you wasting your time and you getting older and older, it don't make no sense.
Well, and that's the part that I'm saying, Triz. Like, if you are with someone and you guys you're still having the same fights that you were having beefing at the beginning, you're beefing, things aren't getting any better. How long are you going to let that continue?
How long? Not long.
I had to tell my sister that the other day. I said,
that's different. You don't like him.
But
you know you getting a little older. You
got to make better decisions.
Yeah, and it's just and you do. But I hear you though, because I had a conversation such as that this week as well with a friend of mine, and it was just like, how long are you going to sit in this situation that is unsatisfactory to you, right? And then I ended the conversation by saying, when you are sick and tired, you're gonna make a change. Right now, you're not sick and tired. You like this, and so do what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear about it.
And I don't want to go into because it just gets the spiral. The spiral of these stories are bothersome. Just a couple of points.
Yeah.
The new woman is a breath of fresh air. She's funny and creative. She took off her wig at an amusement park. His other girlfriend. His other girlfriend was fired from her job 2 years ago, and her nephew died. His new girlfriend is casket wrapper and memorial T-shirt maker.
Casket wrapper.
You guys see where this is already
so
going.
She made T-shirts for the old girlfriend's nephew's funeral.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what happened?
So he dumped the old girlfriend during her nephew's funeral.
Yeah.
Then I asked the next woman, I told her I want us to be exclusive. Her, nah, I'm dating other people. Me, after we connected, I'm all you need. Her, the connection was mid, but you're cool. I'm exploring my options. I'm sick. She never gave me the impression that she was dating other men.
And now he wants to get back with his old girlfriend.
You already know.
Yeah.
You already know. You could go to hell.
Yeah.
You can get back with your hell girlfriend.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. Karma. Sometimes karma comes immediately.
Auntie's adult kids are 19 years old, a 23-year-old, and a 25-year-old, and she also has a 2-year-old toddler. Ohio State's mom thought the 3 adults were magicians. I don't know what that even means. Okay. I'm not reading any more of these because I'm getting upset.
Yeah, we gotta get to some different ones.
Yeah, I had one. I think didn't I send you one before this week or something? But we spend so many times exchanging reels and things that I would never know. Where would I possibly find that? Because it's
and then on all different things.
So did we talk? Oh, did you post that on a? I think you posed that on a thing before.
What?
How do you know and decide who you're gonna send reels to?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
I posted that question because I wanted to know. Sometimes I get random reels from people, from random people, and it kind of makes me a little feel away. Because
like what? Why are you texting me?
Who told you that you can? who permitted you to send me a reel? And so I have my 4 people that I send reels to, and I feel like it's just so outside. I mean, when somebody sends me a reel, it's not like whatever. If I had a conversation with somebody, and then something comes up and it's like, oh look, this is what we were talking about. But you ever just get like a random reel from somebody and then they start sending you reels?
Yep.
When did I become a part of your reel repertoire and we didn't even discuss this? That's a violation. That's like somebody FaceTiming me without texting me.
I hate to
see if that could happen first.
That's like somebody calling my phone in general.
Yeah. So like I share reels with Lindell, you, and Pastor Troy. Those are my people. Dee Dee and I exchange a random reel here and there. Sahira sends me reels on text message, which also pisses me off.
Which is crazy.
Right. And then every once in a while I'll get a random set of reels from somebody. I don't go outside of my real realm that often.
My real realm.
Yeah. So it's not very often unless we had a specific conversation and whatever. Malika sends me a reel here and there. But it's not really reels. It's like flyers for things that are going on around, whatever. But like, how do you pick who to send reels to? Do you have a real repertoire?
Yep,
a real realm?
You, Pastor Troy, and Ty. That's it. Every now and then I find something cool about, drugs and things. I'll send to like Tristan.
Yeah. Like once a year.
Yeah, when the dogs are high or something like that. I'll send those to him, or like Keith or somebody like that. But you, Pastor Troy, and Ty, all day, every day. I don't care what it is. If I like it, y'all gonna get it too.
I don't
care.
on Instagram enough.
Yeah, Tristan, you was boring.
Yeah, my Instagram says about 2 minutes a day.
just Instagram. Like we
Facebook.
share, I can have a message from Pastor Troy is notorious. He's a real sender. So I can have a 5 notifications from him. One on WhatsApp, one on Instagram, one on Facebook, one on whatever.
And it better not be the reels that I be sending you.
No, it is. It is.
That's
A lot of times we all, I think that
Everybody-
I send them to you, he sends them to you, and we all send each other the same reels. But that's okay. We know, like, that's our thing. But it's just so crazy to me how sometimes somebody will just send me random reels. And the thing is about like the people in my real people.
Yeah.
I will watch every reel from y'all. But those other people, I'll be like, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that.
I don't care to watch. I want to see it. I want to see it
Right.
from you.
If it's like right, I won't watch it from you. Send it to one of my people, and when they send it to me, I watch it.
I'm trying to get out of my social media anxiety, but I don't
What
think
is
that's
social
gonna
media
happen.
anxiety? Let's explain.
Just doing for. I'm trying to do what I'm doing over here in my own life.
You're not a fun person.
Yeah, you.
I don't know if I'm
boring.
I think I'm a quite fun person. I just like it in real life. I like real life.
Oh,
You know, like it's like
oh,
when I
you
go
did.
out.
Evan sent me a reel the other day.
I got that one too. Stupid.
I did not watch it.
I watched that one. I forget what it was.
And I didn't. You know what? Malika says it's like your MySpace top 5. And I never set up what is the thing called on Instagram that they used to have? I don't think they have it anymore. Your inner circle or something like that. That they used to
Close friends.
Close friends.
I got it.
Oh, they still have that?
Yeah, I just started my close friends so I could send smut.
Oh.
Smut nudes. Yeah. Wow.
What is that, like an OnlyFans?
Yes. No, it's just like there's some, some things you might post. You got some people that always watching your page and you don't want them to say nothing to you. And then you might send a little something that like, ooh, I need 2 tacos, 6-hour sex stream and 1 slap or something like that,
What?
What
are you talking about? What are you saying? What are the words that are coming out of your mouth?
I don't even know.
That's the kind of thing you be watching.
I just got a close friends I got. So I did a close friend the other day and somebody hit me like, I thought it was going to be some nudes. Lady, the hell?
So close friends means that what?
Only the people that you have in your close friends could see that actual thing.
Oh, and when do you select that?
Whenever, like if you post something that you don't want everybody to see, you would put close friends. So like if you have 15 people in your close friends, only the 15 people will see that.
Okay.
Oh.
What you ask? What's your say it?
But because it's not a DM, it's a actual post that you do that only your close friends can see.
Yeah. So
why would you post it if you only want certain people to see it?
Because some people you don't want them to see it.
Oh.
Like if you you may be planning a surprise birthday party. Like I'm just you planning a surprise birthday party, but you want to send some things in your. I don't know. Like let's say you wanted to send a nude.
Yeah.
You don't want everybody to see your nude, or you're in a bathing suit picture and you know that your dad is on your social media.
Okay, so it's like,
so you select me, Tristan, and Eunice, and you send that picture. So it will still go in your regular feed, but only them will see that actual.
So like on
post.
Facebook when you're posting something and you can be like restrict from this person.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's different. I'm not
You
gonna
like
do
that?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
That you're not gonna do that. I got like 2 people in there right now.
Yeah,
and
I just send
Takes
my
too
news
long.
in a text message.
my news and a text message.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's get into the entertainment. I don't know how we wasted so much time on not the entertainment, because the entertainment is entertaining. Beyonce reportedly faces struggle to sell hundreds of tickets ahead of Cowboy Carter tour in the UK. And honestly, that's not a concern to anybody anywhere.
Right. Do you think Beyonce not gonna eat?
Exactly.
Anyway,
you think that people still ain't gonna go? It's still not gonna be almost sold out? Like,
how much are the Cowboy Carter tickets? Are they expensive?
They're
as
like
expensive as her?
$347.
So like the price of her ticket.
Yeah. But right now we in a recession, so she should have brought them down to about $54.
Exactly.
Jay
'Cause you
Hunt,
got it.
Exactly. Van Hunt proposes to Halle Berry after 5 years of dating. Her surprising response. Unless it's no, then it's not surprising because she would say yes.
Who's that?
Halle Berry and Van Hunt.
Oh,
Van
she
Hunt
said
is a singer.
She said, however, Berry said that they will tie the knot someday soon.
So she said no.
The couple who have been dating for 5 years are not engaged because Berry doesn't feel the need to get married to validate their love, she told Today.
Yeah, because she's been married
like
17 times.
Yeah. And then what do you need? You guys have been together for 5 years. You've been happy. Everything is good. Did she ask you for a marriage? Does she want baby? She do. She's starting to age. She's starting to age. She's still beautiful.
She's half white.
Yeah, she's got the white part coming out.
Yeah, her mother's white.
That's that white side. But she's still fine as hell. She's still fine as hell.
She sure is.
Still drink her bath water. Hello. Kadaya Katie Lewis dies. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Wars was 44 years old.
Do you know who that is?
I have no idea.
Apparently she was on Love and
Did
Hip
I
Hop.
see her before? I think I seen her before.
Kadia.
Kadia.
I don't know who that is.
She looks familiar.
The name sounds familiar. Listen, I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop.
She was somebody's friend. I remember her. Let's see. Best known as starring in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Lewis, his brother, confirmed the news. Yeah. She was somebody's friend.
I do remember.
KD, because they used to call her KD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in a relationship with Young Jock at one point.
Oh, yes. The assistant.
Yep.
Yeah. How'd she die?
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't see it here.
Because who was Young Jock? Oh, what's her name? Carly Red.
Yes.
Used to be fighting with her.
All the time.
I remember her now.
John Wick spinoff, The Ballerina in theaters, sent Sinners stream presence on Hulu plus more movies to... Wait, okay.
So that's movies and things that you can watch over this weekend.
Oh, good. I'm so excited about this because I saw this and I saw that it was a spinoff of John Wick and I said, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
If you thought The Accountant, I saw that last night. The Accountant was silly. Hold on to your briefcase because Ben Affleck and John Berthnell teamed up again for the Goofy sequel. Why are they calling it Goofy? Is it
Was
bad?
it not good?
The Accountant wasn't bad. It was just last night that I watched it. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I watched the whole thing. It was
The Accountant with Ben Affleck?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I thought that one was in the movies. It's not.
No, it's
you
on
went to
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's you know, it's I don't remember seeing the first Accountant, so I don't know. But Yahoo Entertainment readers, this is from a Yahoo article. This week, Ballerina, the long-awaited John Wick spinoff starring Ana de Armas, hits theaters. If you're looking for a movie to keep you up at night, horror thriller Dangerous Animals is a strong candidate. Dangerous Animals is a horror thriller. But don't miss out on the smash hit Sinners either. Also available as an animated take on the Predator franchise and a nostalgic documentary in becoming Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Sinners is streaming on streaming apps. And
right.
you can rent it now.
So this Ballerina, it's in the movies or it's in streaming?
In the movies.
Oh, but why did they call it Goofy?
I don't know. No, they called Accountant Goofy.
The Accountant.
So why should you watch it?
What?
The Ballerina. He did what he could. Whenever the movie is in hyper-violent action mood, it's a lot of fun. The problem is what awesome action is almost entirely relegated to the final 45 minutes, which leaves about an hour and 15 minutes of laborious setup. And that's what I don't like. I don't like a talk and a setup before somebody gets their head blown off. Do that in the beginning. Get somebody fighting in the middle, and then you can climax at the end. But there has to be some drama to keep me there instead of the
sounds like
setup.
my sex life.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well,
also on other news, Lil Wayne has dropped the Carter 5.
He don't got no other name for any of his albums.
Man can't think.
He has dropped the Carter 5, which features music by So if you guys want to look out for
nice.
that, you can look out for that. The 19-track
Are you excited about that, Triz?
I am. The 19-track project features an array of guests, including 2 Chainz, Kodak Black, Machine Gun Kelly, Big Sean, the Carter 5. Also is a more eclectic artist featuring Andre Barcelli, Jelly Roll, and Fuji's lead singer, Wyclef Jean. Fans are also hoping that he will reunite with Drake and Lil Wayne on the project. So that's coming out this today.
Wait a minute. Did it say Fuji's lead singer?
It's Fuji's lead singer.
Oh, my goodness, that's a controversy.
Fuji's legend. Oh, it's just not lead.
Because I was going to say, please don't get Miss Hill to see that.
A little update on Halle Bailey and Doodoo Garbage.
Doodoo Garbage.
Attempted abortion, attacks, and coercion. 10 bombshell allegations from DDG's temporary restraining order against Halle Berry explained. June 4th marked the end of the temporary restraining order Halle Bailey had against DDG. A judge had appointed her temporary legal and physical custody of her son, Halo, amid the mother's allegations of physical and emotional abuse. 1-year-old Italy for work. Early June 4th, DDG clapped back with his own restraining order and travel ban requests. Early reports suggested that the judge denied the TRO, but DDG's lawyer has since confirmed that it was partially granted. So he has a partially granted restraining order.
Ain't this the same thing we was talking about with Elon Musk and Donald Trump?
Yep. Take us out the group chat.
Take us out the group chat. Y'all was so in love. And see, this is why the white people didn't want you to be the Little Mermaid in the first place, because you out here acting like a niglet now. It is ridiculous.
The little niglet.
Right. Do better. Hi. Shut up about your business.
The thing is, as I wrote yesterday, I don't feel too bad for the little girl. And I know that she's young, and I know that she has a lot of mistakes and stuff to make. But the world told her to not get in too much cahoots and too much love with this young man who is a streamer and does everything for clout, likes, and views.
Yeah.
It is that type of situation that you have to actively know. Haley ain't never been the outside sister either. She ain't never been that one to be with a streamer who literally streams his life from start to finish, and that's why he's so popular.
I would have liked her to be with a nice little white man like Tom Holland, the one that Zendaya is with.
Yes.
They have such a nice little relationship. You should have been opportunities. She should have been with Prince Eric.
Football player or something like that.
Yes.
You know, like what's that? Like that Simone Biles got her that nice
football player.
Yeah.
But this girl, she had opportunities. You was the little ass mermaid.
For the Disney Channel.
For Disney, you could have had so many different things, and you went and chose the niggas you could find.
And picked till you picked Yellow Snake.
And then breed it.
And now you and this man fighting in the public eye with this little cute baby. You always look confused, just sitting there wondering what's going on, and y'all should do better for that baby.
Yes,
y'all should do better for that
baby.
Cause
him ain't cute.
Yeah, little mouth, little face. He always look like.
Why are they always in the news for?
Because it's drama.
That's the question.
It's provocative. It's stupid. It's a divide. They know that this kind of situations divides black men and black women because there are people that are very unreasonable. Nobody's picking a side here. They're both idiots. They're both young. And they're both will get over it. Foolish. And I can't wait till we're all out of the group chat.
Me either.
Keeping it going. I'm saving Diddy for last. Well, yes. That's here we are. And this was a pretty good recap. Was this the recap that No, I think it was the Shade Room that had a pretty decent recap. The last person that was on the stage was Jane Doe.
Stand.
Huh?
On
the stand was Jane Doe.
Mm-hmm.
Jane Doe is, can you guys guess? The internet has guessed already.
She is.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to read.
Hey, has the girl gone on there yet? Audrey O'Day?
No, she has not. Okay. I wonder if she's the star witness that they're saving everything for.
Okay, so who was Jane Doe?
So, damn it, I can't find the damn. Oh, I did.
I do
Yes.
know yesterday that Diddy was almost removed from court in his own sex
Yes.
trafficking
Yep.
for allegedly making facial gestures.
He
towards
was
the jury.
nodding vigorously at the
What the hell does
jurors.
that even mean? He was going like this.
Submarian said to Diddy's attorney, Mark Agmanablo, your client was looking at our jurors and nodding vigorously. This can't continue, or I will give a limit instructing you, won't I? But that instructing you won't like it. Or other measures, including barring your client from the courtroom. Do you understand? And Africa said, it's not going to happen again. This cannot happen. Diddy is known to have been an active presence in the courtroom frequently, been passing notes to his attorneys while court is in session. He has also been blowing kisses to his mother while she watches from the trial from the public gallery.
If I was Diddy, I would
too much
just
for
sit
Janice.
down
This
and
is not
face
okay.
and face front.
Right.
So Jane Doe, during day 17th of Diddy's trial, Jane Doe took to the stand to speak about her relationship with the mogul. She says that he previously dated one of her friends. However, he later pursued her, and after her friend got engaged and moved overseas, she decided to give things a shot with Diddy. They had their first date in 2021, and she says they talked about her past, and she acknowledged that the father of her child is not too fond of Diddy. Jane detailed the first time Diddy gave her ecstasy, and also talked about the first time he arranged for her to have intercourse with another man while he watched. Jane also spoke about the expenses. So he would give her like little pieces of money, like $10,000, $2,000, $6,000. The first time that they had a date, it lasted for 5 days, and they made a lot of love. And then one other time, he took her on vacation to Miami for 15 days, and that's when it really Then after that, it kind of started where the first time they had like sex is they were talking about their fantasies and stuff, and about watching, and they used to watch porn together. And then, he told her that he likes to watch. So the first time they did that, she came to the room. There was a man there. Diddy was jerking off while the man was preparing. He made her have sex with the man, and then they had sex with each other. And then she says that after that, it kind of never stopped. He would always have another man there to have sex with them while they were having sex. One time it lasted for a whole 24 hours of sex with other men. She said they went through like 2 gallons of of baby oil, or 12 dozen baby oil bottles. And, like he would fly her to different places. They would see each other. He bought her an apartment, $10,000, and she would live in that apartment, and then he would fly her out every weekend so they can have these. They referred to each other as Ernie and Bert.
That sounds like a nice life.
Ernie and Bert. And
so this is Young Miami.
No, this is 50 Cent's baby mama.
Oh, this is Daphne.
This is Daphne Joy.
Oh.
Remember when she came out and accused 50 or whatever? He was like, yeah, all right, my little sex worker. Because she was out here sex working for Diddy.
Yes.
So him and her had a relationship from like up until the time that he got arrested. So they was doing all of this stuff up until the time that they got arrested. I guess that she had tried to bribe him some money and whatever, and now she's on the prosecution side trying to tell this what I have concluded. Beverly's back. What I have concluded here, and I have been trying to have people understand, that was Diddy was a pimp. Cassie was his bottom B, and all these other girls were his hoes that he flew out to different places and made them have sex with him and other people. And that's how you get to the trafficking, and that's how you get to the RICO. With Cassie, because she was supposed to know better and be his number one true, he used to beat her to keep her in check. These other ones, he would just fly around and make them have sex all day with everybody and pay everybody. He was a pimp, and pimps are illegal, and pimps traffic their hoes, and that's what this case is about. There's nothing else to it, whether they liked it or not. He groomed Cassie from the time that she was a child, and he beat her behind, and he made her feel like she was superior to other people, and that's why she stayed. She had Stockholm syndrome from being groomed from such a young age and going through this life. And these other ones just wanted some limelight. They wanted to have things. They wanted to have whatever. And that's what happened. And he's guilty on all those charges. And these women have to do better in their lives. And that's the end. That's what I concluded. It's too much. If you think about it, it's too much. All we're finding out is that Diddy is a sexual deviant. He's bisexual and he loves drugs and he likes exotic looking women and he wants to travel and have sex and he wants to pay for it and he wants to intimidate people who say no. We found out from all the women that at some point in some time they went along with it. Whatever he beat, I don't think they ever agreed to be stalked and tortured. I don't think they ever agreed to do that. But they did like the benefits of the good parts of that situation. And that he's guilty by default, no matter how you look at it. He is just a nasty, guilty man.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm over the trial, as I have been since last week. We know that he is guilty of something.
All of it.
One or most, at least one of those charges. Send him to jail. Stop prolonging this. Stop letting these people relive all of these horrible experiences that they've been through and have to talk about this thing and exposing themselves, and then just let it send him to hell.
I think this case should have actually just been a closed private case somewhere to discuss all of these disgusting details of all this, because did we do this with Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't see nothing that he did outside from just being a freak. So I don't see,
I think to me, I don't need them to prove the RICO or the racketeering for me. Just putting your hands on people and kicking them and bruising them and stuff like that. I believe that that's a crime punishable of jail. Yeah. That's what I think that's what should have been. That's the prosecution or the feds should have brought that on. You cannot. I don't care if you want to have sex. I don't care if you want to travel and have sex. What you can't do is beat somebody's behind, and you can't stalk them into continuing having sex with you when they tried to leave even once. That's it.
I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Your kink is your kink just because I'm a nun, but you are a disgusting human being for putting your hands and abusing these women. And if it was one woman or 10 women, it doesn't matter. You should not be doing that. You're abusing your power, and that is a crime in and of
whether
itself.
they like it or not. As an employer of those people, do not put your hands on nobody. Don't put your foot on nobody, and don't put your penis in nobody.
Don't bomb nobody's nothing.
Don't do nothing.
Don't hang nobody over a balcony. All of those things are crimes that are punishable by being in jail.
And you know what sucks for me is that I think that if Diddy had just said, I will give you money for doing these things, period, that they would have done it. All the intimidation and the foolishness and the physical abuse and stuff, I think it was very, very uncalled for. Just offer them money, because then I think the case would have been open and shut. Y'all took money to have sex. Y'all are prostitutes. He's a pimp. You guys all go to jail for 5 years. Do your time, get out, and proceed with your nasty lives, because y'all are nasty. Everybody's nasty. And I will yuck their yum, because that's gross. Oh, that baby oil. That's yeast infection. Ew. Anyhow, that's the show for today, and we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.
No, we won't. No, I will not.
No, I won't see you either. I'm sorry for saying that. We'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits.